wanted FBS football, and we got it. Number 19 or 18, I guess, whatever poll you look at, comes to town, and they are the real deal. Fantastic offensive team, score a lot of points. I hope our fans turn out and want to see this kind of football, and hopefully we'll play as well as we can and make it into a good festive evening in our stadium. We gave up a score early, but we put a great drive together. 14 plays, and we went down the field, and unfortunately, had we got some points on that, even a field goal, that you feel a little better about things. But, overall, we didn't get as good a start as we needed to. And, going into that game, I know they had been outscoring people something like 85-6 in the first quarter. They've been a fast start team, and especially at home, so we weren't able to keep that in check. Well, I hope our players take from it, and this has kind of been the mantra to them this week, is be accountable and do your job. Don't try to do your teammate's job or part of your teammate's job. Be accountable for doing your job and do it the best that you can. And, we're going to come up short physically sometimes. Everybody does. But assignment-wise, mentally getting in the right position, trying to do too much is what we want to take out of that game, because that got us in as much trouble as anything last week in the first half. You press just a little bit and try to do a little more than you're supposed to do. So hopefully we won't do that. When you play teams like this, you get challenged in a lot of ways. I mean, this is we're playing number 19 in the country, and we're the new kids on the block in this level. So, getting them to do their job the best they can and remain focused on that and patient is sometimes taxing against high-level competition like we're going to play. If we'd have been in FBS football for 5 years, this would be a tough stretch. I mean, San Jose has a good football team. Utah State has a really good football team. Louisiana Tech has a top 20 team, and then you play the Naval Academy the next week. I mean, there aren't, a lot of teams on our schedule you can put a W by when you look at it. We knew that going into this. And, realistically, we're 3-5 today, right? Did we really think we'd be a lot better than that today? Being honest with ourselves, I think you have to face reality of what the potential was where we're at. That doesn't mean you like it or accept it, or that you don't work for it not to be that way. But we knew going into the season this month was going to be a real bear. And, that didn't make me feel any better on Sunday after the loss or Saturday night flying home. Or our players. We prepared to win, and we practiced to win, and we focused to win. But this is a challenging schedule, and we're doing our best to meet it. Our players are doing their best to meet it. Some teams might have really let down in the second half Saturday. We didn't do that. Our kids didn't do it. And to be honest, when we left the locker room, I wasn't quite sure how they'd respond. I was really interested to see. Okay, what are we made out of here? And they went out and battled, and as Tyler mentioned, kind of won the second half. Okay, that's not a win, and that's not what we're after, to win a half, but stayed in there and fought hard. And so you look for things to build forward, and you look for models to follow to try to get to where you want to go. Well, this is a landmark year. The Tech game was certainly a landmark year. The Houston game was certainly, our first game as an FBS caliber program, and to win it on the road like that, and then selling out the stadium for Texas Tech. I thought the Idaho evening was kind of special. We had a little precipitation that maybe dampened the crowd a little bit, but first conference game at home. I got to open WAC play, and at least for a while we were 1-0 on top of the thing, and now we got a top 20 team coming into town. So, a lot of people wanted us to make this step, and this is what goes with it. And this is it's exciting to be at that, but sometimes you know, makes you sharpen your pencil and dot your I's and cross your T's, because you got to do your best to put together a plan that can give your team a chance to have success against a great team. I think our guys believe they can. I don't sense that I have to convince them. I just have to give them a plan and do the things that we normally do. I think our players believe there is a formula for them to win the game. If I didn't feel that way, and then I'd have a little more work to do. And we may get into the first half and then get behind and find out that formula's tougher. But I don't think our guys have ever gone into a game, whether it was Texas Tech this year or whoever, not thinking that they had a chance to win the football game. And I don't think they'll do that Saturday night. I don't think they'll do that any game this year.